In this short video, we will look at the body and what may be causing you to not feel your best. We will examine how stress can be your friend. Yes, really. We will cover the traditional means of diagnosing and treating health problems and their causes. We will introduce an alternative method of interpreting these causes. And finally, how you can quickly and easily get access to this method. So let's get started.
When your body is in perfect health, you are feeling great and well rested. It is known as being in homeostasis. You are in balance, you are at your most comfortable and optimum health. But this is really the case. Every day the body is impacted by stresses, of which there are literally hundreds. Stresses may take the form of bacteria, viruses, injury, family, finances, allergies, and even your job. Each stressor pushes you away from homeostasis, and if it goes unchecked, can overwhelm your body, causing serious problems. Fortunately, your body has ways of dealing with stresses. It pushes back. Your body's response to these stresses is stress, which comes in two forms. First, there is catatoxic stress. This is anything the body does to fight the stressor directly. For example, if the stressor is a bacteria, the body will go to work fighting the bacteria. One response may be an increase in temperature, a fever. Higher temperatures create an environment that is hostile to the bacteria. However, if the fever goes unchecked, it can cause more problems than the stressor. The second form of stress is syntoxic stress. Its purpose is to moderate the reaction to stresses by the catatoxic stress. Basically, it acts as a control to make sure nothing in the body gets out of control before the stressor is contained. You may not have believed stress is your friend, but it protects you every hour of the day. Now let's look at a couple of examples. Michael is 40 years old, married with kids. His eldest is about to enter college. He has a mortgage, a job in sales, and is suffering from allergies. There are plenty of stresses there pushing his body away from homeostasis. On the catatoxic side, more sleep would help, but the constant pressure of meeting sales quotas keeps him awake at night. His body is working very hard to meet homeostasis, and therefore more susceptible to illness. Christie exercises regularly but cannot lose weight and is constantly tired. However, diet and exercise are not the only factors in losing weight. Christie grew up on military bases and at one time, while her dad was based overseas, was exposed to viral and chemical agents, which created an illness at the time of exposure. However, as the catatoxic stress pushed back against the stressor, she was soon back to her old self. But was her body completely free of the toxins? In cases where the stressor is too strong for the body to entirely eliminate, the syntoxic moderating stress will allow a residual level of stressor to remain in the body for long periods of time. These residual stresses can build up and create an extra burden on the body. In Christie's case, it created a lingering effect, teetering between good health and illness. The only indication of this is her weight problem and fatigue. Typically, when a stressor or stresses overwhelm your body, you make an appointment to see your local doctor. He may prescribe tests to determine the cause, from a simple blood test to an MRI. These tests can be invasive, expensive, and take time to give a result. In the meantime, you may be given a prescription for drugs. The problem with most drugs is that they are merely a band-aid, treating the symptom and not the cause. And if you've seen the disclaimers from the drug companies in their advertising, you know they can come to some very nasty side effects. What if there was another way to interpret the causes behind your health problems? And what if this method was fast, non-invasive, and natural, without side effects? Way back in the 1930s, it was discovered the body's largest organ, the skin, is electrically conductive. Later testing found that this conductivity actually changes when exposed to different stresses. A method devised to measure these changes became known as galvanic skin response, or GSR. Zyto's biocommunications system monitors GSR and sends your body's major responses to a computer where its proprietary software interprets the data and decodes the body's responses. The software sends data that represents actual stresses to a hand cradle which looks like an oversized computer mouse. By measuring the responses received back to the computer, the software is able to have a virtual conversation with your body. So what are the advantages of Zyto? Well, the Zyto proprietary software can immediately pinpoint your underlying causes of stresses. There are no waiting for your test to come back. The results are almost instantaneous. The process is totally non-invasive. There's no needles or other uncomfortable procedures to endure. Your treatment can begin immediately and naturally without debilitating drugs. Your treatment progress is trackable by continuing Zyto scans. And you don't have to commute to the doctor's office. Zyto scans can be done from your computer in the comfort of your home, anywhere in the country.